Singapore holding diplomatic talks alongside the Foreign Minister Penny Wong. So a significant development today, and this does now see the end to almost $20 billion worth of tariffs that Beijing did have slapped on Aussie products. Holly?
A significant development indeed. Liv, thank you. Well, South Australia has been crowned the best state in the nation to do business, as Victoria ranks the worst. But Premier Jacinta Allen has rejected the Business Council of Australia's regulation ranks, calling them a report from people in Sydney.
Christmas is a time of reflection. Bells of business confidence aren't ringing loudly for Victoria, ranked last on the Business Council of Australia's regulation report, as Adelaide shines bright.
To have South Australia recognised as the #1 jurisdiction in the country for the types of conditions that attract new investment, we are absolutely wrapped with.
South Australia topped the leaderboard. Queensland, Western Australia and Victoria rounded out the list.
The government should be embarrassed, but what's more concerning is they have no plans to get Victoria and Victorian businesses out of this mess.
Red tape was a big factor for the Business Council's decision.
If you look at the requirements, for instance, to have a cafe or to open a childcare centre, it's about 35 or 36 licences or approvals respectively in Victoria, versus at the other end you've got jurisdictions like the Northern Territory that have about 20 to 22 licences.
We know there's $1.6 billion worth of red tape reductions sitting on the government's desk, sitting there gathering dust, while businesses exit the state.
Other taxes also dragged Victoria down.
That they've got scope to move with respect to business licensing requirements, the rates that they charge in terms of payroll tax and stamp duty, and of course the rates that they charge with respect to land taxes.
Jacinta Allen rubbished the report, saying it ignored recent housing announcements and ABS figures showing a 30% increase in business investment.
People from Sydney, look, this is a view from others. What I am focused on is Victorians. Victorians in jobs, because behind every job is a worker and a family who needs the Victorian government focused on them, and that's what I'm doing, focused on busy families and building those things that families need.
Victoria's government will soon release an economic growth strategy designed to try and lift the state on the leaderboard of business confidence. But the Premier stopped short of saying if it will include cuts to taxes.
We'll have more to say very soon, about our economic growth strategy.
There's still an opportunity to set up business here, albeit there's some challenges, particularly with the debt, how that's going to be paid off, and obviously the taxation component that sits in there as well.
The state business battle continuing up to Christmas. Simon Love, Sky News, Melbourne.
Well, the prime suspect in one of Victoria's most infamous cold cases has arrived in Doha as he is extradited to Australia. Perry Karumblis will land in